Hello everybody, it is Dr. Steve back with another episode of Core Wellness TV. I'll try to keep my lips moving. It's a little bit cool here this morning. It's definitely below freezing. It's like 29 degrees here in the Walnut Grove in Jeffersonville, Indiana at Perrin Park. I wanted to share with you a couple things today. I just finished posting about, I think it was the 111th video that I put up on our coaching course site, which will be reopening in a month or so. But I just finished putting that video up on endurance. There's some other ones I did, but one of the ones I wanted to get across to my coaching members was endurance and the power of endurance, and that core stability and training and posture and functional movement is not about strength. It is about endurance of the core stability system, endurance of the system, the peace system, the system that keeps you upright. Now, if you don't have endurance in the muscles that keep you upright, what happens to you? As you go through life, as you go through activities, those muscles start to fatigue and the tonic or stress muscles start to overtake you. So it's so important to constantly be reminding your nervous system that you are constantly pushing away from support points, which automatically activates that system. And one of the biggest muscles, and the biggest, I shouldn't say muscles, because you don't train muscles, you train movement. One of the biggest movement patterns that gets disrupted anytime you start doing activities is your diaphragm and your breathing pattern. Because I just noticed as I was jogging, my breath started coming up into my chest, and I said, nope, and you have to suck it back down. You got to get that rib cage down so that diaphragm can have some attachment points to do its job correctly. If your rib cage is rising up, your diaphragm doesn't have good attachment points and it can't properly inflate your lungs, because your diaphragm goes down when it inhales and it does a reverse pressure and sucks air into your lungs. And not only as it sucks air into your lungs, it has that respiratory pattern. It also, whenever you suck that air down into your lungs, it creates a sort of stiffness or stability or intra-abdominal pressure around your center, and that's what gives you core stability. Remember, the core of the core, the diaphragm is the core of the core. So what I want to get across today, the one thing I want you to remember is to always practice when you're in an activity, or even if you're just sitting at your desk all day. You have to keep reminding yourself over and over and over again to make sure your rib cage is down and you can breathe into your hands. Okay, when you breathe, you should be able to wrap your hands completely around your back, put your thumbs into that area below your ribs and above your pelvis, and can you expand into your thumbs when you breathe? Please practice that. Test that on yourself. I would be willing to say that a lot of you will not be able to find that. But I'd like to hear what you've got to say. Tell me what you found when you were able to, when you tried to breathe into your center. Now the other thing is, I want you to try to, independent of breathing, try to just brace and make your thumbs pop out like that. So the whole center will go boom, real quick. So I want you to try both the bracing and the breathing and see if you can activate that. And if you can, then I want you to keep working on that throughout your day. And every time you catch yourself getting in a stress pattern or doing an activity where your chest is starting to rise and you start breathing into your chest, stop it, reverse it, get back to center, and you will find that amazing things will happen. Just that one movement pattern is so unbelievably powerful. You just won't believe it. So get that ingrained into your brain. That's a program in your brain. That's all it is. It's neural circuits in your brain. It's a pattern. It's a motor program that your brain has connections for. All you need to do is keep rewiring it, rewiring it, rewiring it. You get to deprogram the old pattern of chest breathing, rewire, to release that old pattern, rewire the new one, okay? Let me know how you did down below, and we'll see you next time.